So it seems that both Suzuki and Honda are firm believers in the Pygmalion effect. If you give your car an incredible name, then the chances are that it will live up to that expectation. In the case of the Amaze, it probably wasn't entirely successful.
One word that definitely doesn't come to mind when you look at the exterior design of the Honda Amaze is amazing.
I think the first thing we need to do is establish that styling is not very important in this segment of cars. They're designed for a singular purpose, which is mass transportation and not status and design. With that being said, however, I do think it's an unfortunate looking car.
Let's face it, no car in this segment is particularly pleasing to the eye, and the Amaze is okay, except for the nose. I really don't like it, and it just looks as though someone has punched it in the nose.
The interior is actually quite an interesting element in this car. I found those beige seats a nice touch to the cabin.
I definitely agree with Zipporah. I like the interior of this car, and it's because of that beige accents inside. It just lifts the mood. That said, it isn't the most practical of colors.
The dash area is very clean and simple. All the buttons are where you need them to be. It's very easy to use.
And spec-wise, it's not bad. You've got electric windows all round, you've got electric mirrors, you've got cruise control, you've got air conditioning, and you've got Bluetooth, USB, and aux. And in that segment, I think that's everything that you really need in a car like this.
These entry-level sedans are all much of a muchness when it comes to the way they drive. Both the Etios and the Ford Figo sport larger 1.5-litre engines, which give them marginally better performance. But the 1.2-litre engine in the Honda Amaze is more than up to the job.
The 1.2-litre engine produces 66 kilowatts and 110 newton meters, and that is somewhat on par with the entire segment, although you would find that the Suzuki Desire, for instance, is 100 kilograms lighter than the Amaze, meaning that it does feel a little bit more sprightly than this. The CVT gearbox is not the best, unfortunately.
I'd prefer a manual gearbox because this definitely felt very strained, very whiny as well, especially in the higher gears.
The Honda Amaze has everything you would expect of an entry-level sedan. It has a really big boot, a compliant ride, and all the comfort and convenience features that you could reasonably expect at this price.
So in terms of pricing, this Honda Amaze costs 209,000 Rand compared to 193 of the Suzuki Desire and 198 of the Ford Figo.
It may not be a thing of beauty, but then neither are any of its competitors. And for me, it would boil down to your own personal brand preference.